Are joint aches slowing down your walks? You're not alone, and you don't have to give up movement to feel better. In this video, we'll guide you through 5 gentle, practical techniques to help reduce joint pain and bring more comfort to every step. Whether you're walking for health, happiness, or just to enjoy the day, these tips are made for you. It's time to walk smarter, not harder. Hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more wellness tips made for life after 60. Have you ever stood at the front door, shoes laced, ready to go for a walk only to feel your knees or hips send a quiet little protest? That subtle ache, the stiffness, maybe even a sharp pinch that makes you hesitate for just a moment. It's frustrating, isn't it? Especially when you want to stay active. You know walking is good for your health, your heart, your mood, but your joints, sometimes they feel like they didn't get the memo. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And no, you're not broken. You're just living in a body that's lived a lot of life, and now it needs a little extra care to keep moving comfortably. Today, I want to talk with you, not at you, about something so many of us over 60 quietly deal with: joint pain during walks. Whether it's your knees, hips, ankles, or even your lower back, that discomfort can chip away at your confidence, your consistency, and your joy. But here's the truth that doesn't get said enough: you don't have to give up your walks. You just need a few smart shifts to walk with less pain and more ease. That's exactly what we're diving into today. Not complicated medical advice, not hours of exercises you'll never do. Just 5 simple techniques to help you move better, feel stronger, and get back to enjoying your walks without paying the price later. Let's start with something many people overlook: how you prepare. Before you take that first step out the door, most of us never really learned how to warm up for a walk. We just start walking, and that might have been fine in our 20s or 30s. But now, our joints need a little gentle wake-up. Not a big workout, just a few minutes of easy movement to signal, hey, we're about to get going, let's loosen things up. Start with something as simple as a slow march in place. Just 30 seconds of lifting your knees gently, swinging your arms. Then add a few slow ankle rolls, standing near a chair or wall if you need support. Point your toes, then flex. Circle the foot. Do the same with your shoulders. Roll them backward, forward, then gently shrug and release. What's happening here is subtle but powerful. These little movements warm the muscles, increase blood flow, and lubricate your joints so they don't feel as tight or creaky once you start walking. Think of it like warming up a cold car in the winter. You don't slam the gas pedal right away, you ease into it. Your body deserves the same kindness. Now, once you're outside and walking, another powerful shift is to focus on your stride. You'd be amazed how much joint pain can be reduced just by adjusting how you walk. A lot of us don't even realize when our stride has shortened or stiffened over the years. Maybe your knees started bothering you, so you took smaller steps. Or your back felt tight, so you leaned forward a little without noticing. These tiny adjustments, over time, become habits. And those habits can actually make things worse, causing more tension, more wear and tear. Here's a simple thing you can do on your next walk. Every so often, check in with your stride. Are you shuffling a bit? Try taking just a slightly longer step, but don't overdo it. Imagine you're gently reaching forward with your heel, then rolling through your foot, pushing off with your toes, not stomping, gliding. At the same time, keep your upper body relaxed. Let your arms swing naturally at your sides. This helps with balance and rhythm. And instead of looking down at the ground, lift your gaze a little. Not all the way up, just forward, like you're walking towards something you're excited about. That simple posture adjustment can ease pressure on your neck, back, and hips. And if balance is ever a concern, don't hesitate to use a walking stick or cane. There's zero shame in it. In fact, it shows wisdom. You're giving your body the support it needs to move with confidence. Think of it as giving your joints a little helping hand. Another thing to consider is your shoes. Oh, the stories I could tell about good walks ruined by bad shoes. If your footwear doesn't support your arches, absorb shock, and fit properly, it can make every step feel harder than it needs to be. But more than that, it can lead to unnecessary joint stress in your ankles, knees, even your lower back. So, here's a quick check. When was the last time you really looked at the bottom of your walking shoes? Are they worn unevenly? Do they feel flat or thin inside? Do your toes feel cramped, or do your heels slide around? If any of those answers make you go, huh, maybe, then it's probably time for an upgrade. Look for shoes with good arch support, a cushioned sole, and a wide toe box so your feet can spread naturally. Walking stores often let you try a few pairs out right there, and some even offer fittings tailored to older adults. And while we're here, don't forget socks. Seriously, a good moisture-wicking sock can prevent blisters, keep your feet dry, and add a bit of padding right where you need it. Your feet do a lot for you. Take care of them, and they'll return the favor. What we're doing here isn't about running marathons. It's about reclaiming something simple but powerful: your daily walk. The quiet time to breathe, to think, to notice the trees, the breeze, the sound of your steps. Joint pain doesn't have to take that away from you. So, by now, you've started warming up before your walks. You're paying attention to how you move, how you stand, how you support yourself with better footwear. These aren't big changes, but they matter more than you think. Because walking with less pain starts long before your feet hit the sidewalk. It starts with awareness, with small shifts, with a little preparation. And most importantly, it starts with believing that even now, even after 60, your body can feel better. You just need the right tools and a little bit of encouragement. And that's what we'll keep exploring together. Sometimes it's not the walking itself that's the problem, it's what happens after the walk. That makes your joints flare up and whisper, maybe not tomorrow. That post-walk stiffness, the kind that settles in your knees or creeps up your lower back when you sit down. It's a familiar guest for many of us, but it doesn't have to be. One of the most overlooked techniques for reducing joint pain is simply what you do right after you walk, not hours later, right when you finish. That short window when your body is still warm and your joints are still moving freely. That's your golden opportunity to protect them. Think of it like this: your joints are like doors with hinges. When they're cold and stiff, it's harder to swing them open. But once they're warmed up, they move smoother. Now, if you slam that door shut again, meaning sit down and stay still, you lose all that lovely movement you just created. Instead, try spending just 3 to 5 minutes cooling down after your walk. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just slow your pace near the end of your walk. Then gently stretch the areas that feel tight. A few easy hamstring stretches, maybe a gentle quad stretch holding onto a chair or park bench, and some ankle circles. Nothing intense, just a slow wind down. Your joints will thank you for it tomorrow. And here's something else that might surprise you. How you sit matters just as much as how you walk. After a walk, many people go straight to their favorite chair. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with resting. You deserve it. But if that chair sinks too low, or your feet don't touch the ground properly, you could be putting more strain on your hips and knees without realizing it. Try this little adjustment. When you sit, make sure your knees are level with or just slightly lower than your hips. Your feet should be flat on the floor and your back supported. If you find yourself sinking deep into the cushions or slouching, consider using a firmer cushion or a supportive back pillow. These small tweaks help your joints stay in a better position, even when you're relaxing. Now, let's talk about something we often ignore: hydration. I know it sounds unrelated, but drinking enough water can actually play a huge role in joint comfort. Our joints are cushioned by fluid, and when we're even a little dehydrated, that fluid can dry up just enough to make movement feel rougher, stiffer, and more uncomfortable. Here's the kicker: after 60, your body's thirst signals aren't as sharp as they used to be. That means you might not feel thirsty, even when your body needs water. So instead of waiting for that dry mouth moment, try sipping water throughout the day, especially before and after your walks. And if plain water doesn't excite you, try herbal teas, a splash of lemon, or even water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, or watermelon. Think of hydration as joint lubrication from the inside out. It's a quiet helper, but a powerful one. While we're on the topic of support, let's not overlook what's happening inside your body either. Many people over 60 walk with joint pain and never consider their muscle strength. Might be part of the issue. Here's the truth: when the muscles around your joints are weak, your joints have to carry more of the load. Imagine your knees or hips trying to support your entire body with very little help from the muscles around them. That's a recipe for discomfort, especially over time. The good news: You don't need to hit the gym or lift heavy weights to build joint-supporting strength. You just need a little consistency. Start simple. A few leg lifts while you're sitting, some gentle squats using the back of a chair for support, or light resistance band work if you're feeling adventurous. You can even build strength by simply standing from a seated position without using your hands. Just make sure your chair is stable and you're doing it safely. These small moves help strengthen the muscles in your thighs, glutes, and core muscles that make a huge difference in how your joints feel during a walk. Over time, even just a few minutes a day can create noticeable relief. And please don't fall into the trap of thinking, "It's too late for me to get stronger." That couldn't be further from the truth. The body at any age responds to gentle, consistent movement. You're not trying to become a bodybuilder. You're just asking your muscles to support your joints a little better. And they're more than capable of rising to the challenge. Another quiet but important technique: pacing yourself. This might sound obvious, but many of us have that old mindset of push through the pain or just get it done. And while that kind of grit has probably helped you get through a lot in life, when it comes to joint health, listening to your body is far wiser than ignoring it. If your joints are whispering, "Hey, take it easy today," there's no shame in doing a shorter walk or breaking it into smaller ones. The goal is to move often, not to push until it hurts. Think of it like tending a garden. You wouldn't yank a flower out of the dirt just to get it to grow faster. You'd water it, give it sunlight, and be patient. Your joints deserve the same thoughtful care. One great way to pace yourself is by using landmarks. Walk to the end of your street and back, or set a timer and go for 10 minutes, then check in with how your body feels. That way, you're walking with awareness, not just out of habit. And over time, your endurance can build without your joints feeling punished. The key here isn't to stop walking, it's to walk smarter, with more care and intention. You're already doing something amazing by staying active. You just need a few adjustments to help your body stay comfortable while you do it. And the beautiful thing is, the more you walk with these techniques in mind, the warm-ups, the posture, the pace, the strength, the more your body begins to respond. The stiffness starts to fade. The pain starts to back off. And that little bit of dread you felt before a walk, it starts to disappear too. You deserve to enjoy your walks, not endure them. If there's one message to take with you, it's this: walking doesn't have to hurt. Joint pain might feel like a permanent companion, especially after 60, but it isn't the end of your movement story. In fact, it's often just a sign that your body is asking for something a little different: more attention, more care, more thoughtfulness. Not less activity, not less life. Let's quickly revisit what you've learned. You started with awareness, learning to prepare your body before you walk, so that your joints don't feel like they're being thrown into the deep end without a warm-up. You added a cool-down ritual, those few minutes of gentle stretching that tell your body, you're safe, you're supported. You even adjusted your posture, seating, and hydration, small shifts that carry big weight in keeping your joints more at ease. And then came the quiet powerhouses: muscle strength and self-pacing. Because joint pain isn't about being tough, it's about being smart, kind, consistent. And here's something beautiful: the more you treat your body like a partner instead of a problem, the more it responds in kind. Yes, the road may have bumps. Some days you'll feel stronger than others. Some walks will feel easier, some slower. But each time you lace up your shoes and step out the door with care, you're choosing resilience over resignation. You're saying, "I'm still here. I'm still walking. That matters. You matter." So whether you're walking a mile or just to the mailbox, whether it's a sunny trail or a slow loop around the living room, remember this: you're not falling behind. You're forging a path, one kind step at a time.